Okay, so right now we will be making the batter for the fish and chips. So we have our 3/4 of a cup of flour. We have our 1/4 of a cup of cornstarch. We have our 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and we have our teaspoon of salt. And then we also have our cup of water, which is at room temperature. So, first off, we just take the ingredients, we just pour it in, don't dump it in or else it'll go all over the place, make a mess. So just put all your ingredients in, simple, it's not that hard. Dry ingredients first, don't put in the water, you do that last, you mix them first, you have to put all the dry ingredients, then you mix them up, and then after you mix the water with it. So just grab a wooden spoon or whatever type of spoon that you need to mix it, you just start mixing. Just it's not that complicated, just rotate it like this, like so, and it doesn't take that long. It's just a quick stir, just make sure that it's all mixed in that. And after we do this, we will be mixing the water in it. And if you spill it, just clean up after, always clean up. Just go around and then come back into the center, like that. Simple, done. Now just stir it. Make sure that it's not lumpy, and always get the sides, always scrape them, because there will always be leftover baking powder, salt, cornstarch, flour. And if it's lumpy, just gotta keep stirring it. Make sure that it's smooth. And always, after a bit, get the edges and just keep stirring. It takes a bit, it's not that long to do it. Take you a couple of minutes to do the batter. This is the easy part of the fish and chips. Almost done here. Just mix it well, make sure there's no lumps. And we are done there. This is simple. Make sure just tap it so you don't spill it. And there, this is our batter for the fish and chips. Okay, so now for the second part, we have our deep fat fryer preheated. And we have our lovely Atlantic cod fish, the fish that is used for traditional fish and chips. Now we are going to take the fish and carefully just dredge them in. Just make sure that you get all the batter on. Make sure that there's not too much. Make sure there's not too little. And just use that with all these 4 pieces of fish. Just dredge them on, just move them around. Make sure you got batter on them. And then after that, we will be washing our hands. Always make sure that your hands are clean, especially when you're using hot stuff, because you don't want to be using them. And then we're going to wash our hands. Quick. And then always use oven mitts when you're opening a deep fat fryer, because it's very hot and it will burn your skin and you'll most likely need plastic surgery. So just carefully take the fish and just place it in. Make sure not to burn yourself, or that will be very nasty. Just like so. Place them gently. Never splash it, or else you will get oil on yourself and it will burn. Now we'll just wash our hands again. And then close deep fat fryer. Just like so. And there is your next step. And we'll take 3 minutes, and after 3 minutes, you turn it over. We'll be right back. 3 minutes. Okay, so now for our next step, we are going to turn the fish over. So always use this oven mitt, safety first. Now gently, and I mean gently, also take the batter off of the fish. Gently turn them over. Don't squeeze it. Just gently turn it like that. Don't stick your hand in it, or else you'll be taking a trip to the hospital. If they get stuck together, and just try and separate them with the tongs, like so. And then sometimes be hard. There we go. Close it. Then we'll wait another 3 minutes and they will gently float up to the top and then we'll be done. Okay, so right now we have our lovely fish. We've taken it out. For safety reasons we didn't show that because it could get kind of rough, you know, burn yourself. So now we are going to put the fish in the oven at, leave it in there at 170 degrees. And you should always you should always heat your fish, leave it in the oven, because if you don't and you leave it at a temperature under 160, which is the temperature that you should leave, like that's the minimum temperature to leave food at, it could start growing bacteria unless it's under 40 degrees, which is when it's refrigerated. And yeah, so you get bacteria if it's under 160, and then, you know, that's not good. You get food poisoning, all that nasty stuff. So next we will be doing the potatoes. Back in black. So now the next part is the chips part. So you will be taking roughly even-sized potatoes because you need them to cook evenly. So just first you gotta take it, square off the ends like so, and then you just gotta peel them, not that hard. Though some people like to do rustic potatoes, which is the lazy chef potatoes, where they just leave the skin on. In Britain they don't do that, you know, they're professionals. But it does have nutrition for you. And just make sure that when you see the potato, when it's good, just make sure there's no black stuff. If there is, just chop that right off, and you should be all good. So we're going to finish the rest of the potatoes, and we're back in a few. Okay, so our next step is now to make the French fries. Well, just make the slices. So right here we have just a French fry cutter, just cheap one. There's no professional ones which could be over hundreds of dollars. This is home use one. You know, don't need it for that much. So just make sure that when you put it in, you put it on its side. The potato, don't put it standing up, or else you get thin slices. You want, you know, nice even slices. So when you do it, just remember, hold down, push, and you get them nice even slices. So you're all the same. And then just skinny bits, just don't want, chuck them away. And then just, you know, make sure that they're spread apart, because if you leave them, they will stick together, and then it'll be harder to put in the deep fat fryer to cook. So we will do the rest and back in 2. Okay, so now we have our fries cut, and just to show you that There are always some fries that will turn out too small, too thin. You don't want these in because they'll burn and also they'll fall through the basket and just that's no good, don't want them. So we've added a basket. What you do is just take either a salad bowl, turn around, spin it, but we don't do that. Just take a cloth, wrap it in a ball, then just massage it. And you want to do this because otherwise too much moisture and hot oil and moisture, they don't mix well. Very bad combination. And just want to do this for a bit, massage them, not too hard, and just make sure that they don't fall out. And once you're done with that, then put them in the basket, lower it gently, and then wait for 2 minutes, and then you'll get to your next step. So, open the fryer, use mitts because it's hot, you don't want to burn yourself, as you said before. Plastic surgery, don't want that. So now you're just going to dump the fries in gently. Make sure that they don't fall out of the basket. Make sure that they stay inside, because if you go fetching for them, then you could end up injuring yourself. Just make sure they all fall in gently. And there we go. There's always some get stuck, get them out. Now we are going to close it. And then we're going to gently lower the pan. And you want to do this because if not, then all the oil will overflow. And that is one of the main causes of kitchen fires in Britain. So we'll be back in 2 minutes for the next step. Okay, so we're going to close the top and we're going to wait till the pilot light goes out, but it's already gone out, so now we're going to lower the basket gently so we don't get hot oil splashing everywhere. And now we'll wait to 4 to 5 minutes. So see you then. Okay, so now that our 5 minutes have been up, we're going to raise the basket and open this up and just do what we did before. Just hook it like that. So, and then just shake it side to side, left to right, like this. Don't shake it up and down, or else you will unhook it and it will splash, and that's accident, plastic surgery. So now that's good. Just do a little more. Just hook it back in. Close it. And then we'll wait for the pilot light to go out, which means that it's back at its temperature of 75 degrees. And then we'll be back. And then we'll wait for another 5 minutes. So see you then. Okay, so now that our next 5 minutes have gone, and we have been cooking this for 12 minutes, well, with the oil, I think it's been about 20 minutes, so we're going to raise this up, open it, and then we're going to do pinch test. Now this you have to be very careful. You don't want to grab one that's too close to the edge, or else you'll burn your arm. Just want to grab one in the middle and just pinch it. It's, that was kind of firm, so we will end up, we'll be putting it in for another minute, a maximum 2. And as the pilot light is out, we will lower it gently, and we'll be back in 2 minutes. Okay, so now I will just raise it, and we'll be doing the pinch test once more, but this will be the final one. If it's ready, Yeah, it's nice and soft. Hot also. So now we're gonna have to put this in the bowl. Just want to shake it up first, just loosen it up, make sure they're not stuck. But there will usually be some stuck, you know. So now we're going to put it in the bowl, and you use paper towel for the bowl because if not, then you'll just have a lot of oil just on the plate. You know, it's not good. Just absorbs all the oil. More gently. Like that. Never do it like that. Just raise this. Make sure that it's in like this. Don't let it out. You know, some there. Put this back in. We've already turned it off. We've already unplugged it, and we unplugged it when it was low, when the pilot was off, because there's already enough power. Like there's already enough heat in it. It doesn't need to be heated up anymore. And now I just want to make sure that they're just spread apart. Yeah, they're good. And we'll be back in a moment to plate this baby up. Okay, so we've taken our fish out of the oven, we have fries ready, and now here is our wonderful fish and chips. Great traditional British meal, simple to make, easy, and now I'm about to enjoy it. So enjoy, thank you for watching, and next we will be doing the English trifle.